Hello and welcome to class. My name is Cindy Shelton and I'll be your instructor for this course. I thought I would show you around the Blackboard shell for our course and navigate through sort of how I would anticipate the best way to interact with the course as I've designed it. Alright, so first of all, get to your Blackboard course either through going through our or any campus web page. For us it would be ashland.kctcs.edu and then click on My Path or Blackboard, or you can go directly to Blackboard through elearning.kctcs.edu. That will also take you there. And then find your courses. Click on courses. Now mine is still in spring mode, so yours may be too, and I need to switch it over to summer, so for our summer navigation. Alright, we're going to look at your applied math course, Math 110. So once you get in the course shell, this is how it should look. Down the left-hand side, you'll see various options. There's really only two things that I use on that left-hand side. One is Blackboard Collaborate, and we don't use it very often. I would like to use it more if students request it. I love to meet you in the course room, and we can do tutoring and meet in person. So this is almost like maybe most people think of Zoom meeting. It's like Zoom inside of our Blackboard course, and it only allows students in the course, so your classmates. And if you tell me to meet you there, I'll say a time and you just click join session, and then you can share your webcam or your microphone if we want to meet in person that way. A lot of students will leave their video webcam off, and that's fine, but if I'm going to talk to you, you're going to need to unmute it, right? And half the time I forget to do that myself, so you'll have to remind me as well. But anyway, this is our classroom, and it will show whoever is in there at the time if you let me know that you would like to meet there. And you can also meet other students if you want to come up with a time to work with someone in your class. Alright, the other link is this announcement one. So this is where I'll keep just my weekly announcements or sometimes daily announcements of whatever I think I need to talk to you about or I'm noticing in the course and I think everybody needs to know about or encouragements. I will post an announcement and they'll all live right here in this link. So you can go back and look at previous ones. Anytime I make an announcement, it also is copied to your email. So you should have all announcements within your email, but sometimes that gets messy, and this is a place that nice and neat where you can see all the announcements at any time. So be aware of the announcements. Alright, then down the middle is where most of the course stuff is. And I think that's why maybe we forget to check announcements. I notice a lot of my students will email me a question, and I'm like, man, I just announced that. But I think it's because it's we're not looking over here for something. We're mainly in the middle. This is where most of the stuff we do in the class. So try to remember to look over at the announcements, and I'll try to keep everything one could want to know there. Alright, so down the middle, we see, first of all, the start here, and kind of the nuts and the bolts of the class. I have a discussion board so you can introduce yourself to the class. Also, I introduce myself up here, and then after I'm finished making this video, I'll post it in this link. So you can always go back and watch. And as I said, hear everything you could want to know about the course. I'm just going to ramble on and try to tell you just everything you could want to know. So if you want to re-listen later, if there's something you forget, it will be right there. Then we have our syllabus and course calendar. Let's look at the schedule together. Alright, so the schedule is very condensed, as I'm sure you're very aware. If you signed up for a summer course, you've probably heard, or you're aware at least, of the timing. It's a quick class, which is good. I want to tell you that I have students that are very successful in summer school. You may have heard that. That might be why you signed up for summer. Students love summer school. It's condensed, but it keeps you focused. It's 4.5 weeks, and it's not like you can forget that you have a summer course because it's every single day. You have to stay right on it, but you know that it's a short sprint to the finish line, so it doesn't just go on and on like a normal 16-week semester where you're trying to do 4 or 5 things at once. You get it all done at once in a concentrated effort. And so students are known to do well. I have a very good success rate with the summer course idea, even though it's kind of brutal in how quick the material goes through. So you just need to be aware that this is a summer course, and you will need to stay on it all the time. I wouldn't say maybe every day, but you certainly can't just do it on the weekends. I think that would be too much to expect. You're going to have to work throughout the week. For example, each one of these chapters has a lecture that's at least an hour-long lecture to listen to, and then you've got a homework assignment that's probably an hour homework assignment. So you've got a couple hours times 3 sections. You know, there's 8, 9, 10, about 10 hours of work right in that first week. So you need to figure out, which I guess you could do it on the weekend, but it would be hard to absorb all of that just in one setting. So it'd be better if you do a couple of hours each day. That's what I would recommend. But just however you've got to figure out your timing, try not to wait until the deadline. There are Monday deadlines, so figure out your weekly schedule and try to plan accordingly. So every Monday you'll have something due from the week before, which is what would normally have been 3 or 4 weeks work in a semester. So again, that's why you have to kind of double up on working through the week. And so you can see the schedule here. There is a final exam. Let's see, there's a midterm exam too. It'll tell you all the details and what to do. This is kind of a handy document that you might want to download and keep on your computer to help you figure out your timing. But everything is due. The final exam is due on the 17th. That is a Thursday. This is the final exam week, is the 5th week of class, the 14th through the 17th, to take your finals. So that's a handy place where you can see your schedule all at once. There is a syllabus quiz. I'd ask you to take that just right away, just, today, as soon as possible to get rolling in the course. Lets me know that you're on target, and sometimes they'll ask me to report any no-shows, and if I don't see that you've taken the syllabus quiz and interacted with the course by that first Friday, then it makes me think that, especially with the summer course, it would make me think that you're not really seriously planning to take the course, and you're going to be so far behind if you don't start that first week. So you do need to take that syllabus quiz soon to let me know that you're in my class and you don't want to be dropped as a no-show. The next links, let me collapse that. That has just all kinds of the material for getting started. Then here's your MyLab Math. This is a link that will open up in a new tab when we click on, say, all assignments. You pay a little money for this in your tuition pricing to have access to the textbook and these assignments, and this is where most everything you'll do lives. It links out, and you can see all the due dates for everything. So I do open up the course on first day, so everything is wide open. You can work ahead that way, so feel free, if you do get some extra time, to go ahead and start working ahead. So here you can see the syllabus quiz, and then we start. You have some chapter 1 notes here. Let's click on that. I just want to show you. These are some of the textbook publisher videos and PowerPoints and supplements. Feel free to use any and all supplements, but it opens up the book so you can read it that way, or just from the bigger link. Let's see, what else have I got? Some will be videos about the course material. All right, so we've got video, various supplements in this, and there's more even within the textbook, but I've just got some link there to help you. So you've got that. That's optional. There's no due date. And then your first official assignment is 1.1. You've got 10 questions in that. And then 1, 2, 1, 3, and then taking a quiz. All right. And then it just keeps rolling like that. Now you can take all of these assignments multiple times, and it's programmed to take the highest score. So start your quizzes early or your homework early, so if you do need extra time to take it again, retake it, you'll have that. But just before the deadline, just be aware of the deadlines. And then there's your textbook. Then there's the gradebook. This gradebook will tell you your grade in the course at any point. It is programmed to follow what we have in your syllabus. Oh, I guess where I click some things, I've looked at the quiz and stuff. My grade doesn't look so hot. But you can always see your overall grade in the course right here. And it tells the breakdown on your quizzes, your homework, and you do have a final and a midterm, so your test. Okay. Then let's look at the material. Really the big thing is let's learn some stuff here. So the first module, week 1 materials, is where we actually learn some things about the course. So now this is probably what I prefer, the Chapter 1 notes and videos. Even though I just showed you there is a Chapter 1 notes and videos within the Pearson, the textbook, these are more my personalized notes and videos. So here we have Chapter 1 notes. This is me. And if we open this, what I've got is a dialogue for you to follow. Print it off if you have a printer, or follow along, pull it up on your screen. But I've got places for you to practice along. There's activities and throughout. And then there's some that I work and so on. So this is like if we were in class in person, how I would talk through each lesson. So here we have in every chapter, I have my notes. I want you to open that, follow along, and then I have the video lectures that go along with those notes. And then sometimes I have some sample problems or some additional videos below. But at the minimum, be sure to have your notes, listen to the lectures. That will make a difference in the understanding. And I think it's time well spent, because I think if you do that first, then you open up the homework and you can get through it much quicker than the viewing the examples and the things like that. I hope I have it designed well for you for your optimal learning. So that's what I believe, and from my experience, you do this part first as if you're in class, emulate the class setting, do what I've said here before you proceed to the homework. And then you do homework 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, whatever, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and then take your quiz. Hopefully by the time you do those and you keep a nice notebook, this quiz should just come naturally. There wouldn't be anything in this quiz that wasn't already in this homework or in this video. So you should feel prepped for that, and then that should just say, hey, I've got it, and then move on. So that's the idea, and then we've got the various chapters. So I'm sure I've forgotten something, so please feel free to reach out to me if you have questions about the course, and I just want you to know that I wish you just the best of success, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can make that happen.